everyone, welcome back to this house of fashion. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today's tutorial is going to be on how to cut non-attached tail. The non-attached tail I'm talking about is a tail we're going to cut together with the skirt. You can cut together with the skirt, so there's no need of attaching a tail to it. So this is all what I'm going to show you here. I'll be using this pattern paper to cut it out. Now I'm using two of this paper, as you can see. So the first thing I'll be taking here is the length of the skirt. The length of the paper here is 40 inches. The length of the skirt is going to be 34 inches for the length of the skirt. So I'll be cutting the back skirt first. This is 34 inches. Then since it has a tail, I'll be making it 40 inches at the back. The tail length is going to be 40 inches from the waist. So that is when I'll be using the whole of this. The first thing I'm going to do here is to know the wideness of the tail. To know the wideness of the tail, so I'll be leaving 10 inches here. So you can leave any inches of your choice there. It depends on the fabric you are folding. So this is 10 inches. Can you see? And this is not constant. You can use 20, you can use 30, you can use lesser than 10. It depends on you. So from this 10 inches now, I'm going to take my measurement from the waist here. From the waist here to the main length of the skirt, which is 34 inches. 34 inches. This is going to be the down part and this is going to be the upper part. The first measurement I took here, like I said, the 34 inches is going to be here. So I took the measurement upside down then. So ignore this measurement. So the one I'm going to take here now, that I've already taken, is 34 inches and it's here. It's 34 inches. This is the length of the skirt, the main length of the skirt. And after this 10 inches that I took here, I'm going to roll it up now, so you won't be confused. The 10 inches that I took from here, this is the 10 inches. I want to roll it down. So now this is 10 inches. So from this 10 inches now, I'll be taking the zip allowance of 1 inch. One inch of zip allowance. So now this is 1 inch of zip allowance. Like I said earlier, the main length of this pattern paper is 40 inches and I'm using 34 inches for the length of the skirt. So the remaining inches is going for the tail. So it depends on how long you want the tail to be. It can be more than the remaining 6 inches. The length of the tail can be 20, can be 30. It depends on how long you want it to be. And this area is going to be how wide you want the tail to be, and the length of this length down is going to be how long you want the tail to be. So the next thing I'll be doing here, from this zip allowance, I'll be taking the waist measurement of 28 inches. This is 7 in 4 places. It's going to give us 28 inches with the seam allowance of 2 inches. So from the waist here, I'm going to take the hip point. The hip point is 9 inches. This is not constant. It depends on the measurements you are using. Then to the knee. So this is now going to get to the knee. This is after the hip. So I'll be using 17 inches here. So the hip measurement here is going to be 40 inches. And this is 10 in 4 places. It's going to give us 40 inches. So the seam allowance of 2 inches. The seam allowance is not constant. It depends on what you want to use. So the roundness of the neck here, I want to take the measurement. Since I used 10 inches here, I will reduce it to 8 inches. So with the same allowance of 1.2, I'll be using 1.2 inches there to make the shape come out. So to make the shape comes out very well. So from here now, I'm connecting my lines together like this to the waist, as you can see. Then from here to the length, and this is the length. Don't let us forget. So let me roll it out for you to see it properly. The main length of the skirt. So then from here, I'm making a slant line to the length here. Yes, you can see the shape of the skirt now. Do you see it properly? So the next thing that I mean here is to take where the tail is going to start from. So from the waist here, I'll take a measurement of 12 inches. This is not constant. It depends on where you want your tail to start from. So you just have to take the measurement from the waist. So this is where the tail is starting from, as you can see. So from here now, I'm making a slant line to this area, to the full length here. I want it to straight to this point, so ignore this particular one. I'm making it straight to this point here. So as you can see, so by the time I cut it out, you're going to see it properly. See now? So the next thing that you need here is to cut it out. So now, after this now, you have to slant it down from this area to the main length here, like this. So now, I'll be cutting it out. So you can see how simple and beautiful this is now. You can see the hip measurement, the knee, and the length of the skirt, and you can see the tail aspect of the skirt now. So you get to cut. If you want to cut a skirt to the tail, you are cutting it separately. You're cutting the front separately, and you're going to cut the back. You cut the front separate and cut the back separate. So the next thing, you can start by cutting the front with a normal measurement by taking the waist measurement, the hip, then the length of the skirt. Then if you want to cut out the back, that's a tail. This is exactly how you're going to cut it. You can see. So if you're new to my channel, please, at the end of this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that by the time I cut this with a fabric, you'll be benefit from it. The next thing I'm going to do now is go and join it. Now, so before you join it, you can try to split it here, or after when you join it, you split it. This is what I mean. You can try to go in a little bit with ½ inch. Like this. So that by the time you join it like this, this tail is going to come out well. And if you didn't slit it now, when you join it finish, you can try to slit it to notch it to comes out nice. So let me go and join it for you to see the finishing. And this is the front. You can see the front. So this is the waist, this is the hip, and this is the length of the skirt. You can see the tail. You can see the length of the tail. It can be longer than this. Like I said, I can make it longer than this. So this is how the tail is going to come out. You can see it. You can see the tail now. This is non-attached tail. This is cut together with the skirt. You can see it now. You can see it's now balanced. So when you're opening it like this, it's not going to balance with the waist and the hip. So by the time you bring out the tail, so I cut together with the skirt. So let's bring it out and see the tail, then you see the skirt properly. You can see it now. You can see this is the tail now. I want to appreciate all of my subscribers for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And for those people watching me for the first time, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you like this tutorial so far, please give it a thumbs up and on your notification bell so whenever I upload any video, you'll be notified. See you in my next class.